As we reach towards One Piece's final saga, one concept within the story has definitely become more and more clear than before, and that is death. One thing that many people, including me, have ridiculed the series for in the past is now overflowing the current One Piece cast. Especially after the latest chapter, the One Piece community are already theorizing a Marineford Part 2. So that's why today, I'll be discussing certain candidates that I believe have a chance to die in the upcoming final saga. Very rare chance, I know. But before we get into the video, we are currently 138 subscribers away from 1K. So hitting that like button and subscribing will be greatly appreciated. Now back to the peak content.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
To start off, we got the man of the hour, the hero of the Marines, Monkey D. Garp. Now, off the jump, if you're an old man in anime, expect not only to get jumped in your fights, but to also die in the most impactful ways possible. Namely, Jiraiya and Yamamoto, rest in peace my goats. But now it looks like our beloved Gramps is following that direction as well. Given that Garp as of recent chapters is rubbing off more like an All Might type vibe, with his dialogue and sacrificing his tummy to save Kobe, it's safe to say Garp, without a doubt in his mind, was ready to die. Heck, in the latest chapter, we get a flashback of Garp teaching Marines of having a rational mentality when it comes to saving people, and that the newer generation must flourish over the old. It's like Otis yelling into our ears Garp's death will be on December 5th, 2023 at 11 p.m. Central. The last we saw of Garp was on the floor freezing, impaled by Aokiji while laughing like Saul, and we all know what happened to him. So for Garp, I'll give a 5% chance of rate of survival by the end of the series. My fault, OG. Up next, we got my GOAT, Trafalgar D. Law. Now listen, before Law fans in the comments start a riot, and rightfully so, there's a few things I gotta elaborate on. The two being the immortality surgery and Law's dream. The immortality surgery has been brought up many times throughout One Piece, and it's practically tied to Law's character, since that's the only reason Doflamingo allowed him to stay alongside him and the Don Quixote Doflamingo family. This surgery is suggested to grant any person who receives the surgery immortal life. However, it comes at a great cost, which is killing the user of the fruit. Now we all know Oda isn't the type to introduce plot-changing elements into the story and do nothing with it later on. So sadly to report, in my opinion, I believe without a doubt, we would see the immortality surgery be conducted in One Piece. And especially with the mysterious characters like Imu and the Gorosei, the mystery behind their power and reign for so many years, it has to link to immortality. And for my second point of Law dying, it's his dream. Law's dream is to uncover the truth behind the D name, which for anime onlys, it would be a good case, but in the manga, we see a king take multiple back shots for questioning that. So I don't think that would be a good idea for Law. So sadly for my GOAT, it doesn't look like he has a bright path. Sorry y'all, but I'm gonna have to give Law slightly under Garp with a 3% chance of survival by the end of the series. Next up, we got our long-nosed fraud, Usopp. I honestly don't know how he got in here. My listing was for Sniper King, but whatever. Usopp is one of those characters that I personally want to live by the end of the series, but there's just a bunch of red flags surrounding him. First off, Usopp's durability. Like, out of everyone in this wacky and crazy show, Usopp's been depicted to have the most peak human durability. Like, way more than what a semi-realistic human should be. Like in fights that Zoro, Sanji, or Luffy would just blast through with, Usopp would realistically struggle and come out looking like Fraud Kuna. Shout out KO Breeze. I could see Usopp coming out of his final battle just to be the best sniper by faking his death like a possum, but later saying his injuries, he just dies. And finally, Usopp's dream of becoming a brave warrior of the sea. Now this dream doesn't seem that bad, but compared to the work and the ambition of the other Straw Hats, Usopp's one just seems incredibly easy. All Usopp's gotta do is just grow some balls and learn actual combat besides running away. Hell, I'd say Momonosuke at the end of Wano is already a braver warrior than Usopp, which is sad because Momonosuke is a literal child. However, he still got a white snow bunny he gotta take care of at his village, And surprisingly, Oda ain't forget about her. So there is a chance Usopp would survive for her. So overall, I give Usopp a 35% chance of surviving at the end of the series. And now for our final contender, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Monkey D. Luffy. But wait, isn't Luffy the main character? He can't possibly die at the end of the series. How will the story progress? Well, that is true. If this were any other mainstream anime, that would probably be the case. However, there are two major reasons why I believe our stretchy man won't stretch anymore by the final chapters. First, it's the use of gears and its self-sacrificial nature. We all know how Luffy is very stubborn when it comes to his ideals of becoming the Pirate King. However, that stubbornness leads to Luffy disregarding his own safety for his own dreams. Like when Luffy used Gear 2 to defeat Rob Lucci, despite it eating away his lifespan. Luffy injecting those hormones from Ivankov to save Ace, despite it eating away his lifespan. And Luffy spamming Gear 5, despite it eating away his... Does this man hate his body or something? Yeah, so in my opinion, I'd say Luffy has a Kurapika life lifespan and will probably live to at least 25. And finally, Luffy's parallel to Roger. Both smiling before their deaths and at the same place funnily enough. But Roger, after completing his dream, practically died to an unknown illness. And no, I'm not counting those Marines. Roger could have easily broken out with those shitty wooden handcuffs. But now Luffy, being Roger's successor, stated by Rayleigh, is definitely going to find the One Piece. But however, at the same time, it will be at the cost of his own life. Which would be kind of poetic, but also the best way to beat the One Piece not killing their characters off allegations. So I'd say that Luffy has a 0% chance of surviving till the end of the series, primarily due to the amount of lifespan decreasing statements and Luffy's sacrificial nature. Hold up, did you just make it to the end of my video? Everyone, give them a round of applause. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to watch my content. And if you want more of it, please subscribe, hit that like button. Helps both of us so you can see more peak content like this. Follow my Twitter, I be chatting there too. On Tact. And I'll see you guys next time.